Most kids at the age of 5 or 7 spend their time playing with other kids and learning to read and write. And that's what kids at that age are supposed to do, right? At least we thought so. The truth is, by the time they reach 7, certain kids are no longer into playing games. They're more interested in some things you would deem to be for adults only, like powerlifting. These mini superhumans are definitely anything but average, from thousands of push-ups to pulling a car. The kids may look humble, but they possess tremendous power and respect within their community. You will be surprised by the strength of these young people, many of whom aren't even in high school yet. It could be their insane training routine or a genetic mutation, but there's no denying that these kids are stronger than any other average human, including you. In this video, we're going to show you 10 of the strongest kids in the world. Better do some exercises while waiting for our number 1, because that kid might just make us all look like laughingstocks, but let's begin, shall we? Number 10, Jake Skelenslager. Jake Skelenslager is a competing bodybuilder and powerlifter with an age of just 14 years old. He trains 7 days a week and also participates in numerous competitions throughout the calendar year. He's a natural competitor and doesn't use steroids like a lot of other athletes do. Jake started training when he was 12 and is currently strong enough to lift up twice his own body weight, which is really impressive considering his age. His love to train started by watching his father work out, which impressed him, and he told his dad that he wanted to be the strongest kid in the world one day. After spending the last 2.5 years training, he has already set world records for his weight class under 123 pounds. If you thought this guy was tough, just wait till you see what we have in store for you next. Number 9, Raheem Karev. I swear, this guy is not human. Raheem Karev, 5 years old, can probably outdo you in any sort of competition, despite just learning how to walk a few years ago. This little guy was able to do 4,105 push-ups and a non-stop 2-hour, 29-minute push-up at Palooza that not only gained worldwide attention, but also scored him a new car. Raheem, who is still in kindergarten, must be getting all of the ladies, as the car he won from that competition was a Mercedes-Benz C-Class worth $35,000. After receiving the car, the 5-year-old started doing push-ups on the hood of the vehicle, because why not? I'm sure any one of us would love to be in this kid's shoes. Number 8, Richard Sandrak. Nicknamed Little Hercules, Richard Sandrak is a Ukraine-born American bodybuilder, martial artist, and actor known for his muscular physique at an extremely young age, but also for his appearance in the documentary The World's Strongest Boy. Although he's all grown up today, when Richard was only 2 years old, he came to America with his family, where he would unknowingly one day become a worldwide sensation. His parents started him out with light exercises and martial arts techniques, which soon progressed into more intense bodybuilding training. By the age of 6, Little Hercules was able to lift 180 pounds on a standard bench press, and that's quite impressive considering I can't even do that. It was during this time that he claimed his title as the world's strongest boy, along with the nickname that we mentioned earlier. This little guy was always training, he basically lived off of it, and during childhood would do upwards of 600 push-ups and sit-ups every single day. Could you even imagine trying to do that? Number 7, Naomi Kutin. Naomi Kutin is a powerlifter who began her career at the age of 8 and has set numerous records for her sport in several different weight classes. Naomi, a 16-year-old today with a body weight of 132 pounds, has lifted weights 3 times that of her own. She has squatted 325 pounds and deadlift at around 365 pounds. Naomi has since gathered a cult-like following and is named by her peers as the Supergirl. Her warm-ups include a high volume of heavy metal and a series of grunts that psyche the usual reserved teenager. She squatted 215 pounds when she was just 10, which at the time was more than twice her body weight. After a few years, she is easily able to squat 250 plus, which sets her apart from others. Number 6, Joliano Strow. Joliano Strow is a bodybuilder and Romanian gymnast. When he was 2, Joliano began to work in the gym with his dad. He earned a title in the 2009 Guinness Book of World Records for the fastest 33-foot hand walk. The stunt was done by tiny bodybuilder Joliano on an Italian TV show before a live audience. A year later, he earned another title for 90-degree push-ups, which is an exercise where the legs don't touch the ground. Now 14 years old, the young athlete lives with his family in Italy. Joliano and his father Claudio now concentrate on boxing, participating in a variety of competitions. Number 5, Mariana Namova. Previously the strongest teenage girl in the world, Mariana Namova, was born in Russia. In 2015, she recorded bench pressing 331 pounds in the Arnold Classic. She started lifting heavy weights at the age of 10 and quickly gained popularity and got sponsorship deals also. Now 18, Mariana wins competitions all the time and has broken over 15 world records. She even topped her male counterpart scores and was the first female under 18 years old allowed to compete in professional powerlifting tournaments. Number 4, Yang Zhenlong. Yang Zhenlong from eastern China is only 7 years old, but he is already strong enough to carry his father, beat all of his friends at tug-of-war, lift huge heavy sacks of grain, and amazingly even tow a car behind him, and all without even breaking a sweat. Not only can he pull a heavy car, but he can also do it while people are still in it. Most children are told to eat their greens if they want to grow up to be big and strong. This boy clearly needs no encouragement to clear his plate of vegetables. There's no other way around it, this kid is just an absolute beast. Number 3, Varia Akolovo. Varia Akolovo was born into a group of circus performers in Ukraine in 1992. When she was 10 years old, Varia managed to work in the circus with her mom and dad. At the mere age of 8, she was able to lift weights and do stunts that looked like they came straight out of a sci-fi fantasy movie. How about that? Varia Akolovo was able to lift upwards of 770 pounds despite her own weight just being 88 pounds. Can you even believe that? At only 3 years of age, the Ukrainian girl lifted a 220-pound barbell. She is now 21 and still to this day holds weightlifting records. Her next goals are the Olympic gold medal and the strongest woman world title. Number 2, Liam Pogstrom. Liam Pogstrom was born in 2005 and currently resides in Michigan with his parents. Liam's most remarkable miracle was the part that a biological mother gave him up because she worried about the various medical conditions suffered by the baby, which I'll get into shortly. His first super strength display was when he was 5 months old and was able to bend an iron bar. While other children struggled with chin-ups, it was easy as knocking a door for Liam. He was diagnosed with a rare genetic disease called muscle hypertrophy after several inspections and tests. It's a condition in which the body quickly builds as muscle and inhibits body fat. In fact, possibly to envy all you gym fanatics, young Liam can eat as much ice cream and candy as he wants without worrying about looking chubby. He is made up of 40% body muscle and low fat. If he really wanted to, young Liam could sit on the couch all day long playing video games and eating potato chips, and his body will always get ripped. That's so cool. Number 1, Andrew Kostash. Strap yourselves in for Andrew Kostash, our number 1. This dude is an absolute machine. Also to mention, he is from Ukraine, and if you haven't noticed how many of the world's strongest children come from countries like Russia and Ukraine, it certainly isn't just a coincidence, right? Andrew began training at the age of 5 because he thinks child's play and friends are overrated. According to him, exercise develops confidence and strength. At 6, Andrew finished 3,000 push-ups in a row without a break. It lasted for 2 hours and 25 minutes, and surprisingly, Kostash was not that impressed with himself about that number. He knew he could do even better. Thought that other kid that did 4,000 push-ups earlier was a boss? Think again. Andrew's best was closer to 6,000, but the 4,000 push-ups of this native Ukrainian were still able to break a new record. Wow, he really went overboard, huh? So, what did you guys think? Did these kids blow you away with their amazing skills, or do you think you can take them on in a competition? Let me know down in the comment section, but that's all for now, folks. Remember to click subscribe for more mind-boggling videos just like this one.